I still remember the night everything changed. It was storming outside, the rain hitting the windows like tiny fists, and inside our big family dining room, laughter echoed like thunder. I had just finished telling my family that I was quitting my job to start my own company. Everyone went quiet for a second. Then the wave of mockery rolled in. Start your own company? Doing what exactly? Selling dreams? My older brother Zen snorted, sipping his drink. My father, a serious man who believed in hard work and tradition, shook his head. Cora, you're smart. Why throw away a stable job for some silly idea? Even my mother, who had always been softer with me, gave a tight smile. Sweetheart, maybe you should try something more realistic. Uncle Darrow, who ran the family business, Work Sharp Learning, leaned forward and chuckled. If you ever need a job when it all crashes down, you know where to find me. And just like that, my excitement was crushed under their doubt. I went home that night and cried. But I also decided something. If they didn't believe in me, I would prove them wrong. My startup, SkillNest, was born in a tiny corner of my apartment. I used an old laptop, worked long hours, and lived off instant noodles. I built an online platform that helped people learn real-world skills: coding, design, writing, marketing. My idea was simple: give people practical tools for real jobs without forcing them into expensive schools. But the early months were brutal. No one knew my name, no one cared. I'd wake up to 0 users, then stay up all night fixing bugs, rewriting content, and cold emailing influencers. Every failure hurts like a punch in the gut. But I kept going. One day, a tech YouTuber named Roke stumbled across SkillNest and gave it a shout-out in his video. Overnight, my user base jumped from 300 to 10,000. Then came a call from an investor named Salix, sharp, bold, and everything I wanted to be. I see potential, she said. Let's build something bigger. With her funding, I hired a small team. We redesigned the platform, added more features, and started partnerships with real companies. Within 2 years, we had over 2 million users and dozens of success stories. People called me a genius. But the thing I kept thinking about wasn't the money or fame. It was my family's laughter that night. Then, something unexpected happened. I got a message from Zen. Hey, do you have time to chat about some digital marketing tips? We're struggling. I blinked at the screen. Work Sharp Learning, my family's legacy business, was failing. Their courses were outdated, their online presence weak, and their student numbers dropping fast. They couldn't keep up with the modern world. I smiled. Just a little. I didn't reply. A month later, their company quietly went up for sale. Desperate for a buyer, they didn't care who it was as long as they got enough to pay off their loans. They didn't know the buyer was me. I used one of SkillNest's holding companies, Nest Edge Ventures, to purchase Work Sharp Learning. I signed the papers with calm hands and a beating heart. The next day, I invited my entire family for dinner. Same house, same table. 3 years later, once everyone sat down, I stood up. I wanted to share some news, I said. Do you remember when I said I was starting a company and everyone laughed? They all fell silent. Some looked guilty. Some didn't meet my eyes. Well, I continued, my startup succeeded. And yesterday, I bought Work Sharp Learning from your company. So, technically, you now work for me. The room froze. My father leaned back, stunned. Zen's mouth dropped open. Uncle Darrow blinked like he hadn't heard me right. But why didn't you tell us? My mother asked softly. Because you didn't listen, I said. You didn't believe in me. I had to do it alone, and now I own the very business you used to laugh from. I didn't fire anyone. I didn't humiliate them. That wasn't my goal. Instead, I turned Work Sharp Learning into a branch of SkillNest. I modernized it, rebranded it, and gave my family members positions that suited their real strengths, not their pride. Zen now works under a project manager half his age. Uncle Darrow attends weekly training on how to lead with empathy. My father finally understands that digital doesn't mean lazy. And me? I became the CEO who turned rejection into fuel and pain into purpose. People say revenge is bitter, but mine was silent, beautiful, and served cold wrapped in respect and results. Every day, I walk into the company they once ran, and now I lead. And when I sit at the head of the boardroom table, I don't need to say a word. My success already did.